Autobots, transform!
What's up, Transformers family? Welcome back to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan, and today I'm going to break down another Transformers Siege review. Today it is Transformers Refractor, and you need three of these guys, three deluxe class figures to complete, not only complete the set, but merge them into the camera and make him one unit. And speaking of one unit, taking a look at the box real quick, I'm going to skip ahead and flip it over. They could have used the bio so we can get an update on this figure. Basically what's going on with them, because the cartoon made it seem like they were one mind functioning individually. It was like one person forming Reflector, but the original toy was clearly three different people, and we don't get that. We don't get a understanding of what's going on with these guys. Obviously this is the cartoon version. There's two versions out now, but I'll talk on that in a second. But you're buying the same figure over and over, so I guess it is one guy. But do they have individual personalities? Is I guess what I'm getting at. And if you kill one of them, with the other two just fall dead. And I want these answers. Does anybody know? You can tell me, because I want to know. So anyway, here he is in the packaging. Refractor. I don't know if they lost the name to Reflector or whatever, or this is what they want it to be. I'm not really sure about that. I'm looking here's a deluxe class figure from Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Trilogy. Side of the box is some artwork for this guy looking real mean, and they have the other two guys behind them as well in the artwork. I just paid attention to that. Spin around to the back of the box is the product shot of the figure himself. The figure weaponized with the Battlemaster. The Battlemaster and this little weird gun thingy, like this is like a side transformation. We all know he's supposed to be the camera right here. And I'm going to get him open right now. Pulling Refractor out, there's nothing further in the box. The box here is in the clamshell. Get these ties loose. Okay, I think that's it for all the ties on this guy. Take them out, set them down. And here he is. Here are his weapons. They eventually form a tripod, but start off making them a shield. It goes this way or this one. Wait, got a couple different options. Put his hand like this. Take the tripod piece and get him put in his hand like this. He has a few different ports, so you can turn it a lot of different ways to connect it in his hand. Here he is with his shield. Okay, we're going to take a look at the figure itself. Now I'm going to start with his face. It is very simplistic as it appeared in the 80s cartoon for the Generation 1 toy line. The Sunbow Hasbro collaboration. And he was voiced by voice actor Chris Latta, who also voiced Starscream and Cobra Commander, and also made a few appearances on Star Trek The Next Generation. And anyway, he has a lot of molding and detailing on him. A lot of these figures have more molding and detailing than I think is necessary, but it doesn't look bad on this guy. But it is a lot. A little hollowing right here. I'm assuming the head goes in there. I don't know how to do it yet, but we figured it out. And the legs probably collapse down in here, most likely. So that's what we're getting out of this. Some ports at his feet, like two sets here and here. A little bit of paint apps right here and here. And down here on his feet, has a little bit of red on his forearms. Nice Decepticon logo right there. Anyway, we're going to hit his articulation. Take his head for a ride. 360s all the way around. He has some movement. Because of this joint, he can look up pretty good. And he can look down just a hair. Coming to his arms. Right, they don't come up to the side. They come up at the bicep here, for whatever reason. But I'm pretty it rotates at the shoulder though. And he has a upper bicep swivel right here, and an elbow bend right there. And ooh, that's hollowed out. And I'm assuming this hand must just transform just like that. Yep. Pretty much explanatory. And he has the false camera shutter right here. I believe this comes off. Yep, I'll get to that later as well. Has some paint apps beneath his clear chest. I wonder if that opens up. Yep, it does. Ha. Anyway, get to that. Coming down to his waist. His waist will go for a ride 360. His legs, these guys have a lot of motion in these guys. Masterpiece Toys can use some of this. A lot of that, and side to side. Upper thigh swivel right there. Knee bend right there. That's pretty cool. And I don't know. I guess that's a rocker. It's feeling like transformation, but I'm sure it will allow him to get in a wide stand with both his feet on the ground. So I guess that is a rocker joint. So that is it for this guy's articulation. I'm gonna go back to his weapons one more time and show you all the places we can get them to port. I gotta turn it sideways to kind of get it as an arm cannon. Will it go in there? Yep, there it is. You can get on the side of his arm like that. I was thinking about putting it right here, but this little piece right here is blocking it. And can you store it on his back? No, can't store it on his back. Sideways you can. So the only way to store it is sideways and like that. That's the only thing you can get out of it. And he can gun you down like that. So that is it for his port. Well, the ports are everywhere, so it goes other places. And one more time with the shield. The shield has two different things, but I don't think. I guess you can get it like this, maybe a little bit. Nah, that's not working. So he's just holding the shield like this, and it looks like this is a hinge, but I guess it's just a screw. I thought maybe this would rotate, allowing to get different angles, but that is not the case. So to get this guy transformed, okay, I'm gonna start with what I know. I know the head flips back here. I know I saw the hands fold up. Oh, and I didn't mention there's no wrist articulation other than the fold up for that. And you can see these hinges, the arms come back here. I don't think they tab in. I don't see a tab for them. I'm going to remove this little gadget, take his legs and turn them out. Oh wait, take these little landing gear things, skis, phone's going off like crazy. Fold this out, and I believe this becomes the front of the weapon mode, or see there's some tabs. I'm not getting it to go in there, but it's a few tabs here and there. Supposed to go in. Oh, come on, dang it. God, it's just not staying. Maybe I'm supposed to leave the landing gear up. I think that's something. Okay, and this piece right here, the chest piece, unfolds twice. And the little teeth here, tab in there. They tab in there. Oh, come on, teeth tab. I think I have something not right. I'm going to keep going and I'll clean it up later. Okay, you take this gun piece. Wait, this goes in here. The gun barrel goes in here. Maybe I'll hold together better once I do this. Alright, got that in there. Trying to get these things closer together. Okay, nope, got that upside down. Alright, let's try it again. Let's try it again. This is what happens when you don't use instructions or you don't rehearse. But I like it because it's cool. Alright, still not staying. Let's see if once I get these teeth in here I can get it to stay. Alright, I got that in there. Back, the arms back here. Then you take the former shield, and I think this is the front, and voila, you have this thing. Yeah, so obviously it's some type of weapon. I think it may be a space cruiser, like I think Soundwave was a cruiser or is a cruiser in this line. And Shockwave is some type of spaceship. It may be just a gun. I wonder if a Titan Master can hold it. I don't know. think I've seen anybody do it. I might have to Google it before I finish my review just to check it out. Well, as of right now, I do not know. So later, if you see me doing it later, I had to reference Google or something. So here he is. This is the gun from the front. I do believe I said, and I guess it can sit down. Boy, it's not sitting down even like it's. What a box at? Here's the box. Looks like it's flush. It may be at an angle. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, here it is. Oh, and I still got this piece left over. Maybe it goes back here and becomes a booster. I don't know. I just broke up the scope. Okay. All right. It's a tab right here and a port right there. This may help me set it down flush. Have to rotate the hands. I didn't even think about that. So okay, now that's tabbed in better. Still don't know how well I got the whole thing tabbed in. Oh yeah, now it sits flush. There it is, and it's, I don't know what this is. And yeah, you think they could have put it on the back of the box instead of telling us about these Battle Masters. It says Battle Master figures shown sold separately, and that's it. And Battle Master and S30 collect 3 to build. You think they could have worked it out somewhere and told us something about this thing, giving it a name. May have one on Transformers Wickedy. You know, they might have announced it at the cons when they released these guys, but I don't know. Well, anyway, that is it. What do you think? Can it be a gun? I don't know. Handgun. I mean, it is weird. It's clearly no one is going to use, display, or keep it in this mode. I don't know. If you got it already, I say I've been purchasing these guys since July. Slow. I think about the last one in September. Waiting to review. But if you, who out here displays it like this? Anyway, I'm gonna get this guy transformed and get the other guys back out here and keep going. Okay, I got the other 2 guys out of here and the accessories. So I don't know if they're all refractor or is this spectral, spyglass, and viewfinder. I mean, any one you choose to name, but are they still 3 different guys? I guess I gotta wait for the cartoon to find that out. But I already gave them the once over. All the paint is good. I don't have any variants, any chipping. Everyone has the same face, same mug. No Easter eggs in this package that I know of. And most people take these off. Seen on social media where to make him viewfinder, to distinguish, you know, he's the leader, I guess, or the main guy. He's going to be the centerpiece in the transformation. So, on to the transformation. Yeah, I think I'm going to start with this one. What do I call him? Spyglass. With the guy Spyglass. Take off his weapons. Of course, we're going to get rid of the head. Now, this time, and I don't know if it was better to go from the Starship gun mode to this, but I don't know. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, if I fail, it'll be comical. These behind his back, and just fold these. Wait. And double up the arms. I think you have to. And let's see. I'm gonna rotate. No, I'm turn the whole waist. That's not it. I turn the waist back. Maybe. And rotate the legs. Turn the waist and rotate the legs. Try like that. And I believe they smushing it here. And there's a tab right here. You know you got it in there, and smash this in there. Get this out of the way. And it just clicked for me, and you line up the couple tabs here. Front. Here. There is, close these and close that. And now we have 1/3 of the camera. Alright, and here is the 3rd guy. playing that same old song. And we got all three of them transformed. And if once it's in a little square cube or whatever, it feels very hefty. It feels very quality and very solid. So we're going to connect these guys. They connect pretty much just like the G1 looks like. All right, there's 3, 1, 2, and 3 connector pieces. And let's see if we can get them all together. And that's 1. And that is 2. Oh, and it snaps together beautifully. So then we take the shields and they become the shutter for the camera. Got it right. You got to get all 3 together for it to stay together, I guess. And number 3. Oh, come on. I knew something was going to happen. It was going too smooth. Too smoothly. It seemed like this could like stick together a little bit better. And again, I might not, I don't have practiced hands at it, but it does. It seems like it could snap a little bit better. But I guess it's holding. I dropped it. It didn't come apart. And for the tripod, alright, this may prove to be a little bit more challenging. Right in there. I didn't think they slide it together, but they do. Man, these guys are so clever. And now for this little thing here. Alright, that holds it all together securely. I mean, man, this is well thought out. It holds together very securely. See if I can get it poured in underneath. I got the camera on the stand, and it is sitting in there solidly on my uneven surface. Box out of here. You know, and looking at the box does not count as using instructions. And I think these little teeth here grab onto this and hold, but I'm not even sure about that. And that's a no. A no. Did I miss a step or something? Does it have a specific way to stick on to this thing? So it looks like I can see, yep, I see like these holes right here. I can just, there it is. And it's on there very, very securely. So just looking at him, he looks great, but he clearly looks naked. He could have used the flash on top. And even if the flash, he could, wait, hold on. Think one of these becomes like the clicker, the picture taker. So yeah, he has that. So you can, obviously you can't see through down to the lens like the G1. That would have been cool if you could. But still a little bit naked. They could have gave us the flash with this one, but they saved it for the G1 toy, the more G1 toy inspired version. Okay, before I move on, I know I talk a lot, but that's kind of me and what I do. I backed up the transformation a step and took the head out to sort of give it a different type of clicker like the G1 toy. And I'm saying that because the G1 toys are coming. And I mean, you clearly see the face this way. And to solve the flash problem, it can be solved 2 ways. You can flip this up and kind of sort of make this the flash. Or you can leave that down and back this transformation up and open this up and sort of make that the flash. If you like it that way. If you prefer, I mean, you can. It's just an option. You can do it. So taking a look at this guy as a camera, looks pretty cool. He's nice and solid. They probably could have shaded this a little bit darker, made it like a blue translucent or smoky, so you really couldn't see the 3 pieces inside. That kind of like takes away from it a little bit. So I kind of wish that wasn't all clear. These could have used a little bit of paint as where you adjust the focus in and out right here, but that's the way it looked on the cartoon. Again, a lot of molding in detail. Okay, here is the G1 making an appearance in this review as I promised. He doesn't have a real stand. This is one of my jet flight stands I brought out, so you can check them out. So how they look from a distance, and I'm going to bring it up closer. This is the US mail away version. He was never available in US at retail in any version for the G1. And I'm going to show you where they get their similarities. Obviously, these are the two legs from the two side pieces just hanging out, and these are clearly the two legs, the lens and the chest. Obviously, the little green design back there, the green design back there. Of course, it's updated, more cartoon accurate. And I left the head out as a clicker because on the G1, this was the clicker, and on the G1 you actually see down the viewfinder at what you are shooting. See if I can get them in there. Can I see them? I don't know. And anyway, of course, this was a flash and also a missile launcher on this version. And you can see where you can adjust the focus on there, and here it's molded in detail. It's pretty cool, pretty amazing. Okay, I just put everyone back in their robot modes, and I'm going to take a look at where the G1 got its inspiration from. A lot of people blame the toys for not looking like the cartoon, but the cartoon animators chose to go in another direction because they thought maybe the robots were too suited for the Japanese market and the Japanese taste, so they kind of made Americanize these guys on our cartoon. So don't ever blame the G1 toy for not looking like the cartoon. This is the animators. So basically they took these guys' face and made a version of it over here. The two side guys. I guess the hybrid of these guys' face equals this for the cartoon, and the stylization of the body came from these two guys, and the only thing they retained from is the lens in the middle of the chest. They kept that, and they kept the design around here, and then they kept it green as well around the chest because they clearly didn't get that head. They literally blended these guys into one guy, and we got the cartoon Reflector, now Refractor. Okay, and to be straight, in the G1, this is viewfinder, this is spyglass, and this is spectral. So I'm assuming it carries over to these guys. I think I covered this in the beginning of the video. I'm not sure. Alright, before I wrap it up, should you get these? Of course you should, because they were highly sought after, still highly sought after as G1 figures, and they were always cool in the cartoon. And as kids, most people didn't have them back in the 80s at all because they were a mail away. Keep a heads up for this guy. He's worth the pickup for the G1 nostalgia alone. Then it's a cool figure as well. Thank you for watching George's Reviews. I am the 80s Transformer fan. You just watched a review where every toy has a story.
Autobots, transform!